Okay, well that was kind of funny. I realized at the end of the last video that I had a mistake, and so I stopped her. And maybe I shouldn't have stopped her so soon. So I'm going to explain what happened now. When I was doing the marking video and I showed you what would happen if I measured an equal distance down here, I left that mark there, and when I was doing the video and kind of thinking about what I was saying instead of what I was doing, I made my arc come over to there instead of over to here. So if you ever, maybe this is a lesson, if you ever mark something that shouldn't be there, maybe you better get rid of that mark before you start quilting. Anyways, I have gone back in and fixed that. And the reason I knew I had a mistake is this line here should have lined up through the centers of all of those arcs, and it didn't in the last video. So I also went in and finished filling in my fill on both sides. Now I could have come and stitched in the ditch or stitched on top of this line of stitching again to get where I want to go, or stitched down here. But that's a lot of backtracking, and I decided this time I am going to tie off instead of doing that. So now I'm ready to go again. Now, in a perfect world, this cross would have been right on top of that purple, and it's not. And I see it's hard when you're shooting a video to get it right. I see I even missed down here. So I'm going to kind of ignore that purple line and just start my stitching right in this corner. Now you're going to think this is a commercial for the Quilted Pineapple, because here's another ruler from the Quilted Pineapple. This is one of a series of 3 of straight line rulers. I love it because it has so many marks in it, so lots of 1/4 inch marks, lots of marks going this way 1/4 inch. There is diagonal lines for when you're doing cross hatching. There's 3 lengths of them, so there is a perfect one for every size. This one is perfect for here. I'm just using it for some straight line quilting, so I'm lining it up with the corner and remembering that I have my hopping foot to take account for. Now I'm going to stitch up the ditch. And I'm only going to do this a 1/4 inch apart, so my ruler should be lined right up on top of my previous stitch. And so on. I would just continue till that's filled in, and then I would come at it from the other side and fill the other side. I like to work from the center so that that line is centered, and it gives you a nice visual, I guess, where it's all connected.